Hello, I am Justice, and I am talking while thinking while driving to you. Uh, Today we're going to talk about fear and disappointment. This morning I woke up late feeling not so great, and without getting to do any of the stuff I really wanted to get done this morning, I had to go to make my therapist appointment. Because so I'm coming up on 2 months unemployed now. Well, not unemployed, but 2 months after I was laid off from the job I had for 6 years, which was, for better or worse, a pretty defining part of my life. It was 40 plus hours a week, and most of the people I saw most days were from there, and so without that, at the time, if you saw the first video of this thing, you would know that I felt like a friggin' superhero. I was like, I'm free, I'm gonna do art forever, I'm never gonna fear anything, and the world is my oyster or clam or some sort of, delicious mollusk. Since then, I finished my residency, had my show, and all throughout there I felt some fear. Just like there are times when it creeps up where it's like, how am I gonna make anything of this? How am I gonna sustain myself? How will I live a human life? What if I do have to get a job again? Can I even do it? I have a lot of doubts, and therapy has been good for that. So this is a pro therapy vlog, and there have been some disappointing times too. Just that I haven't been able to capitalize on that freedom as much as possible, and that I've the last couple weeks after I did my residency and I had my gallery opening, and it was great, getting to see people, getting to talk to people about my art, but afterwards I just felt like, oh my god, what if that was a fluke? What if I never get to do one of those again? What if I sold something but not a ton of stuff? What do I do with all this art? Do people even want it, or is it just people checking in on me, etc., etc.? And from all those, you can just sort of spiral out into this is meaningless. I'm gonna have to get a job, and I can't do a job. I can't be an office human. Ooh boy. And so I've been dealing with that, and then luckily I've been working part-time at Industry Lab since my show, which has been it's been nice, but I think I've kind of been using that as I was nervous about it because it's a new job, it's doing something new, and so I haven't done much art in the last few weeks, and I think after finishing my residency I was like, well, what can I even do? Can I even still make art anymore? Is this like a weird thing that I can only do in kind of forced bursts, like how I mostly only make albums during RPM Challenge, and so I've been struggling with those, and not necessarily facing them head on. And today, I had to talk to a friend that I was going to work with on a very cool program that he has created, but that we've had trouble finding. It's like a after-school program, and basically he wanted to bring on another teacher to kind of farm it out, so he could teach at one place and I could teach at another at the same time. And then it didn't work out, and and I wasn't sure of that. I thought that might be the result, but I've been kind of avoiding talking to him for like a week because I was like, oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does and I can't do it right? Like, what if it conflicts with my time at Industry Lab? And I just I talked to him, and the news was disappointing. I don't get to do that right now, but at least now I know, and I faced it. Similarly, I spent the majority of today at a lake near the therapist. I forgot to look up the name of it, but I just found it by driving around. In about 2.5 weeks, I will be in a plein air painting competition at the De Cordova Museum, one of my favorite museums. And I signed up for it, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing. I think that was like right when I was laid off too. And then very recently realized, oh, I've never done plein air. I've never done stuff like, sort of looking at something and even not just recreating it, but just like really just being inspired by something instead of just going off of like pure imagination. Little Willy Wonka reference there for you. So I was like, okay, I gotta try it, and I've been meaning to try it for, a while now, and just haven't motivated myself. Or I tried to do it Monday, and, I went to Doors Pond in Manchester and felt very nervous, and then kind of just bailed pretty immediately. So today, I was just like, alright, I'm at this lake, I'm gonna do it, and, like, as soon as I got my stuff out, basically, started feeling ultimate panic, I almost stopped at so many points in there, but, I did it, and, I think I ended up staying for about 4.5 hours. The painting, which, if I figure out video editing, I will put on the screen now, I think turned out pretty good. I don't do realism, but it's sort of inspired by where I was. But the first time anything, a very friendly dog came by, and then another even friendlier dog with a very sweet older man, and they all scared the shit out of me. I nearly peed myself just seeing another life form and just feeling like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing dumb stuff outside. Just because I felt so insecure and afraid about it, and it turned out all right, and that one I'm not disappointed in. Or I guess I am a little bit in a couple places. I just didn't nail it, but at least, I got it done. And now I feel less afraid for the actual competition. So I'm on my way home now from that, and I was hungry, so I got a gas station hot dog, and that was pretty disappointing. So do not get hot dogs. Maybe do, though, because like a lot of people will just avoid those because a lot of times they're bad, or they're scared that they're gonna die from eating a gas station hot dog because, oh, where has it been? How long has it been there? But when you try it, you find most of the time it's not so bad. Even if it doesn't taste great, it's now, and you have the experience, and you can put that under your belt, and you can feel. I mean, I felt less hungry, so get yourself a gas station hot dog. They are oftentimes some of my favorite foods, I guess that's where this one will end. Come to Cambridge Open Studios this weekend if you're in or around the Boston area. I will be at Industry Lab, and my gallery closing is October 5th, also at Industry Lab. So again, please come to that. It should be fun. yeah, for now, goodbye. Good luck with whatever. And don't eat a toothpick. It's not good for you. Lates.